this is your opportunity. I guess I don't know why I even provided that to you, but it just popped into my mind that I'm like, oh, you can totally fuck me now.
I got a letter of introduction going south.
Yeah,
so
that is true. I've given you a lot of reason, and you can see down the road southwise.
We have whiteout, don't we? We can change the south to north. It's not a big deal.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works with world building. There's reasons why the south is the south and the north is the north.
Look, all you have to do is just make the compass turn a little bit.
Oh, now we're talking about magnetic fields of the planet. Okay. No.
Wait, this isn't a flat Earth.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Immersion ruined.
All right. So there's a way station to the south and to the north. It's kind of more farmland up there. You do see kind of patches of trees along the way, but it's kind of back to traveling, like just kind of how you guys got here in the first place. I actually wouldn't even be surprised if you came in on that northern road and then turned in. So, looking down your past, which isn't that long ago, which is a month and a bit, but still, down the south. So, oh, right, so yeah, Jesse's with you now, who's actually wearing, because you've always seen her just wearing total casual stuff. She is now in, like, full chainmail with a, like, old, like, a sort of like old and kind of like ratty tabard that like obviously hasn't seen use for years, and has a full-size greatsword on her back, and a flail at her side, and you can actually see that there is a let me see which one. Gonna say that there is a symbol of, yes. So there is a sort of like rosary sort of necklace type of thing hanging from one of like the sort of like belt loops that's kind of been tied into. But what's hanging for the symbol is what looks very similar to like a golden coin, but it has has scales that seem to be acting as a mouth for a sort of like Cheshire grin that's going on there. That's one of the many symbols of Ue Marzio, the smiling merchant. So, heading south, right?
Yes, we are heading south. Everyone's vaguely nodding.
Yeah, it's. Haven't been on the road in a little while, so it's interesting. Let's move.
Traveling will be good.
Yeah, I hope. Definitely a change.
You can fly.
I cannot fly. I was
She
cursed by
can't
a god.
I mean, I don't think you.
Oh.
Wait, were you specifically cursed by a god?
Recently.
Do you want to
But-
fly with me?
You
I can fly a little bit. I can fly.
I
Just
want
a
to
little.
fly.
Okay.
Emmy will grab Ashy in her arms, and I am trying to remember if I can fly as a move action. I don't think I can, but I can do it after I cast a spell.
Yes, that's the way that you can do that. Are you willing to use up a spell? I'm gonna say.
Emmy is
Does it have to be a
absolutely
high
willing
level
to
spell?
use
Oh Jesus.
first level or higher. Damn.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, you can't just cantrip your way around like with flight. That would fucking break
Okay,
shit.
I'm going to cast. I have so many spells I never
Roll
use.
me an Arcana check.
Okay.
to see if you can just do it without casting a spell. In
You
this
believe-
non-combat scenario.
Are you
Just to get some
Peter
lift.
Panning it? Believe in it.
Nat 1.
Okay. You...
Stand there like the Titanic, but go nowhere.
Yeah, you actually kind of, like, take a jump, and then because you're holding on to Ashy, you totally, like, your imbalance is totally off, and you just kind of faceplant into, like, the kind of dusty ground.
I will be kind in this moment and reach out and grab her before she actually hits the ground.
Dex
to keep
save.
her from...
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll try.
Alternatively,
I fall with her.
yeah, you fall with her. Party's ride or die. And you're hitting the die side, but at least you're getting the ones out of the way. Great. So yeah, you're both on the ground, and like Jesse's gonna come over and like grab both of you and like pick you up, and be like, "You okay?"
Emmy
Yep.
is gonna nod, super embarrassed.
Well,
But if you ever want to try me again, I can do. I really can do
No,
it. in a different way.
I'll love to see it when it happens.
I
Let's
appreciate
get moving
the
before
fun.
anyone else falls over. And is gonna start heading down the road.
How many days is it until we get the? Do we know?
To the... It's probably gonna be a good, like... I want to say, like, week-ish
walking.
of travel. Like, probably 5 to 6 days, I would say.
Wait, to the silver.
Yes.
Wait. Okay, just making sure that
Yeah, yeah.
really long way to the final destination.
Yeah, well, I mean... You're in the middle of the valley, so it's, yeah.
Would we know there's bandits like keeping active watch for trouble?
You
Something we need to roll
probably
for?
should be keeping active watch, but, like... It's... So here's also the thing. It's, like, it's kind of hard for people to sneak up on you in farmland, because it's fairly flat. Like, there's some collections of trees and stuff like that. Chenwu was particularly kind of, like, more forested than, like, you realize when you kind of, like, walk out of the region, whatever. Though, yeah, there's,
And I would like to roll a perception check for a traveling wagon to hitch a ride on if we have
yeah, okay.
enough space. That
sure.
kind of like incoming traffic. Perception, right?
Yeah, actually, like, down by that way station, you see a variety of, like, different wagons and whatnot that's kind of, like, there.
Like they're like chilling there, or like they're resting
What's the
like-
difference between chilling and resting?
for sale.
Oh,
Not for
you're
sale.
not 100% certain. But it doesn't look as busy as the amount of wagons that are there would denote.
I turn the group. Do you guys think we could buy a horse and wagon and go faster?
We could steal a horse and wagon.
Also that. I
Procurement.
don't know how that's gonna carry. We're kind of notable, not an
Out of-
hour town.
Out of character, I imagine that would have been something that we would have probably been given or gotten at the town. I can't imagine the mayor would be like, "No, you can't have it after saving our town."
So
twice."
here's the thing. They'd love to give it to you. They just don't have that stuff.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
asked if we could have
Like,
horses on the way out. It was a
they're-
long walk.
They just don't have horses. The biggest animals they have are goats. And I guess cows. So sure, if you wanted to like get a yak or something to like pull a okay, all right, that was
Yes.
I understand that's a functional idea, but
We don't have anywhere to store yaks on our
That's fine.
adventure.
That's fine. That's fine.
so no, but good to bring it up. Yeah, so that was the kind of major concern. They're not a traveling town. So yeah,
Very stopping point for the traveling.
So everyone, I assume, looks over at the wagons and go, "Hey, that's actually a pretty good idea." Does anyone else want to drop a perception check?
Yes.
Cool.
Have to remember how to roll dice. Perception is not bad. +4.
+4.
Ah, well.
Really getting all these ones out.
You were too preoccupied with messing around with your pockets to really be like taking in the.
I was literally
see.
just about to say, it was like flipping the fanny pack, like up and close.
Yeah, and be like, look at how useful.
Can you just do me a
Strixie.
favor and roll, Nick? I just want to know. I just want to know how
No,
bad.
she's not. She's not.
I just want to know how bad our rolls are for tonight.
Yeah,
I
is
just want
that
to
a-
get it
is
out
that
of
a
the way.
bad-
She doesn't care, though. That's the problem. It's a required look.
She's
That's why
not,
I said Nick, not.
Okay, got it.
not doing it.
Not doing it. Not invoking the curse. Gonna.
Because you might waste a good roll if we do that. by
That's true,
accident.
actually.
Get the perception check.
And Glim's usually the outlier for rolls, so let's just trust that. So
Right. Save your
And that's it.
magic
yeah,
for when we need to have be saved, like when I'm dead or something.
I imagine Strixie's kind of just taking everything in, not really like kind of narrow focusing in on what's happening. So yeah. Anyways, you head over to the way station, and there's a sign with no words and whatever, but it's just it's a circle that has a kind of like curved line across it, that has a little kind of like sun on top and moon at the bottom.
Kind of like the rest. concept.
It seems a little bit more formal than just like this is a rest stop.
Oh, okay. Do we see anybody like specifically standing around like they're serving a counter context? But do we see anybody actually?
You
What's
see
my
that they
perception
actually
check?
have like a kind of like patio, and there's an older looking woman who's just kind of like sewing up what seems to be some type of like canvas bag.
I really have those country songs where they're selling lemonade in the middle of a country road, and I just really want to ask her for lemonade, but I'm not going to. Do you guys want me to go ask, or does anybody else want to go ask? Who's got good charisma?
That would be
Hey.
Emmy.
Emmy has good.
Emmy is your face,
I'll go ask.
which is possibly distressing, but
Or if you see anything worth stealing, let me know. I'm gonna roll for my spell for.
Will do.
no, yeah, you should roll for mental link.
I got another one. 1 hour.
Okay. Who you linked up to?
I mean, I'm assuming.
Right.
Sure.
Which one of you three? I'm assuming Glimwell says no.
You could now mentally link to Jesse if you feel like.
Oh. Is Jesse ever? I'm gonna link to Jesse and be like, hey!
What's Jesse thinking about?
So
What's
Emmy
going on in
starts
that
to
rich
walk
internal
away
life?
and then suddenly feels like the heavy hand of Jesse being like, you didn't tell me one of your friends can actually get into my head.
Oh yeah, she does that. Sorry about it.
It's all cool.
I was just gonna
Actually,
let
you need
you
to ask people
know.
before you bump in people's heads.
That's what the hey was for. Hey, do you mind if I connect? And then you and Emmy and I can talk if you need to for emergencies.
Yeah, all right. Don't do anything weird up there, but
I don't have permission to. You can kick me out at any time.
okay, good.
But you also can talk to Emmy if you need to through this as well.
Sounds great.
All right. This is just more. I do this. Do you want me to keep refreshing it with you after it wears off?
We'll see how the first day goes.
Okay. Bye, Emmy. Have a good day.
Uh,
Stella.
Emmy will walk up to the woman and say, "Hey there, how's it going today?"
It's a pretty nice day. Hasn't been raining for a little bit. Good traveling weather. See, you're
Excellent
getting your,
traveling weather.
See, you're getting your feet dusty, as it were. Like
We
thread.
are. In fact, we noticed a lot of wagons outside. We were wondering if anyone was traveling south or if there were any wagons for sale.
Oh, those are for rent.
For rent.
Mhm.
Whew.
And with animals.
They're for rent. I'll call out to everybody.
You hear a ping in your head from Jesse being like, why don't you just use this? Isn't this more
I wanted
helpful?"
everyone to hear.
Oh, okay. Jesse's trying to get an understanding of how the group functions.
Aw.
I would ping also through everything. I'm like, do they come with like horses to move the wagons?
Yeah, Emmy will ask what animal comes with the wagon.
Well, what animal you want?
Oh, what are our options?
There's horses, oxen for the heavier wares. If you're going for the smaller ones, because like the halfling folks sometimes have actual. Nah, you're too big for that. But like mainly oxen and horses.
Same price?
Well, no. Horses will cost you a little bit more.
We'll take an ox. They're about as fast,
Okay.
right?
You're gonna have to go in if you're gonna wanna, and they ain't as fast, and they're way more stubborn. But
I think we want a horse.
they'll
They're-
pull whatever you want.
I don't
All
think we
right.
have much
Thank you for
to-
your help.
No problem.
I will grab Glimwell since I know she finances most everything.
I'm the one with
And
all
I
the
don't wanna
money.
pay.
Love it. mommy, I want a horse.
Grab Glimwell to bring her in there. She goes, "Ew, I'm not going in there." And backs like,
I-
just, like
I
shrugs,
have-
shrugs you off.
Just so you know, I have
Okay.
all the money in the.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Glim just looks like they have the money. Ashy's the financier.
Because Glim never took any of it, so I just.
I
had
could
to
have straight up
share.
like holding
Well,
money.
I know, like pre our D&D adventures, she kind of like funded us.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought. But
Yeah,
you
it's,
know,
let's go adventure and split. Everybody gets a cut of the
but
profits.
they never took the cut, so I don't understand. So, I will come in with you to finance our
Sure thing.
wagon traveling.
Yeah.
Hello?
You like hear from like there's an open cellar off to the side, and there's some various adventuring gear that's kind of like up there, and you hear a minute, I'll be up.
No problem.
Just put everything on the shelf, or that's not what it's called. And yeah, so is there anything? Oh,
Sorry, I'm back.
cool. This is all kind of scuffed as fuck. So, is there anything adventuring gear wise that you might want? Just putting it out
Is
there.
this a store that has stuff in it?
Yeah, there's stuff in it,
Store?
and there's also no one particularly in the room currently.
However, there is only one item per shelf.
No,
I
these
clock
shelves are
immediately.
entirely stocked.
What does
I'm
my
sorry, I wanted
ability
to make
clock?
a creative character in an interesting scenario.
That's messy.
What is my thing clock for the most expensive item in this?
Most expensive item is not even on the shelves, but rather there's a map of the region that's like vellum. That's
they're gonna miss-
up on the wall in that's framed and everything.
I really want a map, but I don't think they're gonna.
If you just steal the map, they'll be like, what if those people that just came through have the map?
Yeah, it's kind of obvious, and I'm still trying to buy the wagon. All right, I want silk and hemp and rope. Not the silk and rope. I want some silk and rope.
Yeah, you can grab some.
Snag some silk and rope. How much feet are those? 50?
Yeah, they're always 50. They're always at 50 feet increments.
Does it look like if I take one, it'll be missed?
Of the silk rope?
Yeah.
I think there's like another one there, but there's not much. There's a lot more hempen rope. But it won't be like missed. Like they obviously seem stocked.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be like, this was the one item, and there's a big empty dusty spot there now on a white wall.
Oh, like you're trying to steal it.
Well, you said there was no
No,
one
no,
in
no,
there.
no, no, no. Just because, like, I was like, oh, if you're, like, buying one, then fine. That's what... Yeah, no, you can steal it. Whatever.
I just wanted to... I wanted to be smart about my theft, I guess.
Right,
was
okay.
where I was going with.
So, in regards to the
Consider it,
silk rope, there's a lot more hempen rope, but there's also, like... There's a lot of stuff here, also.
I'm going to shuffle some of it to, like, kind of cover up there as a gap or something.
Sure. Roll me a deception check?
Avery, don't betray me.
Ah, perfect.
Well, you know, it's not a 1.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'll keep that on hand. To see
I don't have it in
whenever-
my hand, so hopefully that helps me.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it's more like if they're doing stock at some point, I'll be able to go back to that to be like, do they figure this out? Yeah, not, I mean, Emmy, do you want to nick something?
I missed what was there to be nicked.
It's
He
just like,
offered
it's
open.
various adventuring gear, that's there. Nothing, like, particularly, like, alchemical or anything. It's just a lot of the kind of, like, standard affairs of, like, what various people on the road would kind of need.
Is there any, like, rations?
You don't
Around-
see rations on the shelves. But you'd presume they gotta be somewhere.
Okay, I will not try and dig for those. I will not steal anything.
Cool, alright.
Just should be one or the other when we come to stealing. I usually let you do it.
There's a halfling that comes up a little while after. I believe he's got some pretty sort of like thick mutton chops and kind of has a kind of loose fitting coat and comes up with like a rat that he caught and be like, tried to get in the ladders, did you? And goes over to the to the like walks past you with the rat that's like and like opens the door and goes get and closes it and goes,
Is when he shuts the door, how I just want to know the scenario if I could quietly throw a dagger and kill the rat because I'm totally at this point done with rats for my life, but without anybody seeing the dagger.
stealth check.
I just like I want to know if I could do that, like if it would even be possible. Like
Sure, I mean your daggers are pretty well silent.
well, I don't want the like lady out front to see like this pink thing and like
Suddenly just
exploding
up like
rat.
a pink thing and then the rat explodes in front like
Yeah, I just wanted to know, is it at an angle that he's already turned around, the door is kind of shutting, and then the
okay,
rat's
I'm
just
gonna say that
be
this is
dead?
a lot of sort of like a magic bullet-esque analysis to try and figure out how to kill this rat.
I just really want it dead. It's
okay.
fine if it lives. I just didn't like it.
All right. I guess
Halfling. Halfling is in the room. Got it.
yeah. Yeah. The rest of you just see this like the door open and a rat gets thrown out. It kind of scurries off into one of the fields. Goes. All right. Right.
Hi.
Customers. Right. Welcome
mean-
to one of the Horizon Walker way stops. What
Oh.
what need of you?
So we are here for a wagon and a ox/horse. What would your prices be for the difference between the two animals?
Oh, okay. All right. This is your first time here. So, us Horizon Walkers, we are all about travel, and we like to help people get that traveling going on there. So, essentially, what you're doing is you're putting a down payment, and then all you do is you return it to the next Horizon Walker stop, wherever you're heading.
I see. So is
So-
the down payment the same?
For an ox or a horse? Well, no. Horse, I'll say runs you 30, 35 gold, depending on which specific one you want. If you want like a strong sort of workhorse or whatnot, or if you just want just like any old horse. I'm not gonna give you a lame horse. Like that would be that would be a bad look for us. But for the ox, might take a little while, but I could bring him over. I'll put that at like 25 gold.
Is there a history or some sort of check I can roll to see if I know of another trading company that I could name drop in order to bluff and get them to lower the
Yeah,
price?
please roll me two.
Your competitors offered me.
Yeah, like what's your competitor?
Okay, so first off, you're gonna need to roll a knowledge history check. I'm gonna say roll a knowledge history check to see if that's even like a viable course of action.
Oof.
Can't get over
7.
15 today.
Okay, you're this isn't a region you're specifically like knowing about, but you've heard about Horizon Walkers before. As a like more as like a group than a like sort of trading mercantile organization.
Okay. Well, since I don't have a firm enough grasp to, I think, be able to bluff my way to a lower price, I will just kind of
Well, I mean, not with that
point him to
specific
Ashy.
direction.
No.
You could figure out a different way to haggle.
I will.
Emmy got very one-track minded there.
Okay.
I will ask. Okay, so we have a group. How many's in our party now? 7? No, 6?
Yeah.
6. Okay. We have a group of 6 people, varying weights. We need to travel south. We're going for a fairly long distance, and I'm assuming there's more points between here and there. Of
How
Your-
far south?
Richard, where are we going?
We're going to Tuo Long Guo.
We're going there. There.
You can also call it the gates to the south.
We're eventually heading to the gates of the south for a diplomatic mission. We have been in the town north helping clear out dangers up there and
Okay, all right.
working with the Church of Adarashi, trying to kind of clean up stuff. And then we're heading down south. There's another church organization that we want to work with that are cleaning up other types of
Which
dangerous
one?
people.
I mean, we get a lot of news coming up and down the road. Maybe I can give you a word in edgewise.
It's a big organization that's kind of like their main religion down there. I don't have any actual affiliation with them. I just know they're doing some, let's just say, hunting of cultists, and we just want to make sure that we're able to help in those ways. I, Robin, do not remember the name of the church.
Ashen.
Ashen. The Church of Ashen.
All right. I have no reason to believe that you have any affiliation to, or really anything. You just walked in here.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just saying that that's our purpose, is we want to get there expediently. We have a lot of people, technically. I don't know if one horse is enough for that. And I'm just I wanted a sturdy wagon that is comfortable, but also kind of a little
You can
bit.
choose your wagon.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's what I'm looking for. We need 2 horses to carry a wagon.
Here's what I'll do. I can give you 2 donkeys.
Are they going to be as fast?
Oh, not gonna be as fast, but they're sturdy and they're reliable.
Are they easy to manage?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is that
Best animals.
well, horses. So here's the thing: oxen, stubborn sort of things, and they eat so much. horses, unless they've been trained to deal with sort of combat.